Hello, beautiful souls. Lori Rising here of the rawandwildhearts.com. And wow, do we have some stuff to talk about. Buckle up, we're about to take a magic carpet ride. I'm here early because I'm feeling the call out in the collective for some validation of what we've been navigating, but also for some important reminders, because we are in a beautiful period of writing galactic history. And this is a journey that has been unfolding in really divine ways. And what we're navigating right now, especially in this heavy retrograde period, is pivotal in how we move forward and how we actually live from light, frequency, and energy. So before we get into everything, including the Libra New Moon, the fall or spring equinox, depending on your hemisphere, we're going to talk a little bit about Mars and Gemini energy. There's some stuff to talk about there. And also this intense 6-planet plus Chiron retrograde period that we're in right now. But first, if you are new to this channel, hello, welcome. I'm so stoked that you found us and that you are a part of this growing community. Your light, frequency, and energy absolutely creates this sacred container of what we can do personally in our evolution and for the collective evolution. And what we do in these videos is talk about the astrological weather, energies, and fluctuations that we are navigating with our own source energy and connection to the cosmos and life force energy. And then we do a card read where I bring in my beautiful guides and spiritual support team to see how we can best harness and work with the energies that we are in right now. If you'd like to know more about me or work with me deeper, go ahead and check all the links below or hit up my website at therawandwildhearts.com. I have advanced meditations, I have free workshops, digital courses, I do retreats, and there is an upcoming astrology retreat in Berkeley, California with the intuitive astrologer Molly McCord, October 7th, 8th, and 9th. So if you feel like jumping, if you want to create deep change right now in your unfolding journey, join us. Check it all out below. Let me know if you have questions. Let's get into it. So this retrograde period, it's asking you to sit your ass down. And that can feel really uncomfortable, and that can create a space of resistance. I just released a podcast episode called Retrograde Without Resistance. It'll be dropping here on YouTube tomorrow, but you can check it out now on all podcast platforms. These planets are asking us to pause. We've never had any reference for the pause in our life. We've always been taught that our worth is our productivity. So we want to push when our divine source energy is asking us to pause so that we don't have to push so hard. And then we get to embody a place of trust in the continual ebb and flow of nature, of us, of the cosmos, of energy. Right? So remember, the retrogrades is all about reviewing, revisiting, reflecting, reworking, renewing, rebirthing. And so really allow yourself to drop into this time. And if you notice that resistance coming up in you because your linear mind or the programmed parts of you are trying to push you through the excavation that's available, you're gonna feel a lot of discomfort because your cells don't work with that anymore. They don't allow the bypassing anymore because we have released enough density and integrated enough light that they only respond to the available invitational energies that are happening right now. That's the gift. But if you continue to try to push through, that resistance is going to build in you and it's going to feel awful. So if you're feeling awful, bring yourself back. Activate this North Node in Taurus. It's so, so important. This is our guiding light through this transformation of what is yet to come up. What we have been denying or ignoring, avoiding from resistance, is coming up as a gift in allowance right now. So let yourself feel it. And the best way to let yourself feel it is to drop in to what's the Taurus energy: simplicity, space, get quiet, get still, prioritize alignment every single day. This is going to take a practice of letting go of the to-do list, letting go of the what ifs, letting go of transcending the scarcity, and really honing in to the trust of what will manifest from the excavation and the release of more density that has been hanging out in your cells and waiting for you to be ready, to be ready, to be ready, to be ready, to quote Abraham Hicks. So just know I'm validating what you're feeling, because we have been feeling a lot of physical intensity as the Schumann resonance has been going blackout for historic periods. We're holding the magnetic fields, right? And we're also feeling this this pull backwards. And so let go of the grip that's trying to pull you forward and let yourself float in that pause. Let yourself float and marinate in what is ready to come up and surface for the let go and death as we move into this fall equinox. I feel like either if you're in the fall or spring equinox, it's either you're letting go for the death or you're preparing for the rebirth. And this is all setting us up for the solstice portals, where every portal we have so much more ascension in our full physicality, full beings, full integration. And we only continue to get more easeful in the reality of what the human journey is as we open that up, as we honor it, witness it, and be fully in it. Now, I do want to talk about Mars and Gemini real quick, because with the possible discomfort you might be feeling with the wounds and triggers that you'd been avoiding until now that are coming up in this retrograde energy, that's the divine gift of these retrograde periods, is that excavation. With Mars and Gemini, that can give you a real quick defense. It can give you a little bit of trash talking. It can make you react quickly and be in that space of power over, which is ultimately a space of disempowerment. It really keeps you small. It keeps your light dim. And so if you find yourself being triggered by something you're reading online or something someone's saying or some interaction or experience, take a beat and come back in. Get into your heart and get into the truth, the innate truth that you responding and wanting your internal self to find comfort from controlling your external world and those around you, especially if you're on their page and if you're in their home and their energy and you're challenging them. Is that really your full bright light power? Feel into this right now. Or could your power ultimately come from noticing what's coming up, letting the trigger surface, removing yourself from that energy or space, exploring what that is about for you? Where is the lesson? What's the learning in that? How can I transform this trigger and heal? What's the reflection that I'm feeling here? Why do I feel I need to power over something? Why do I need someone to understand my view in their world? So ultimately, you get the power when you remove yourself and create the stream of consciousness that builds your energy, that creates a deeper space of growth and enlightenment and excitement and light in your soul. There's the true power. That is the true power. So be aware, be curious, and before you start typing from that place of reaction, take that beat, remember this message, and feel into the best and most empowered place you can be in. So let's get into this Libra new moon, especially with how close it is to the fall equinox and the letting go for the death. Libra is all about balance, right? It's about diplomacy. It's about fairness. And sometimes it's about overextending as well. So stay mindful of that lower expression of Libra energy. But this energy really feels to me like elder wisdom. It's like we're phoning it back in. We're finding the balance internally. We're actually liberating ourselves with what we're letting go of that has been holding us hostage from the moment of the wound, the trigger, the experience that is now coming to the surface, that we've been holding in a place of self-judgment, of victimhood, of injustice. This is about releasing and transcending, transforming to transcend that energy, which brings up the enlightened lessons, the learning, the growth from that shadow that you've been holding in dark places for probably years, if not lifetimes. Let yourself free. Let yourself off the hook. Let yourself be in a state of buoyancy and adaptation for change. You don't need someone else to change or validate what happened to you in that experience, because you are now the light energy and frequency that gets to transmute and transform that experience in new powerful ways. You get to create this, I'm getting like art, create this art from the pain and the wound and the journey, that the part of the human journey that we're here for. Like, we do not escape trauma as humans, no matter what our external world looks like. This is the gig. So let yourself and let everyone else off the hook to see, like, let yourself be in a place of curiosity that when you, I get like blast a love frequency from your heart space, from your heart center, you blast this love frequency to you and everyone else involved that happened so long ago, or however long ago, that was an experience that you are continuing to give life to, probably in you know, unsupportive ways. You're caging everything in. You're caging that energy in. And energy wants freedom. Energy wants to move and expand and change and grow and morph. That's what, yeah, that's the word that I was getting. Like, I'm seeing this like morphing of that experience as it moves and it turns. It like changes colors and it changes frequency and it starts to shine and it becomes something that is your innate medicine that you're here to share with the world. So let yourself be in that process. Let yourself go through that journey, because others are waiting for you. I just got this vision of them all sitting around a fire waiting to hear your story, how you rewrote the story, how you re-experienced it, how you've extracted the power that comes from it. That feels complete and true. So let's see what the cards and our guides have to say today with this new moon in Libra. I definitely feel a lifting, and I feel like you're ready. The resistance is getting weaker. That's what I feel today. Like maybe yesterday and today, the resistance is starting to get like softer. Maybe not weaker, softer. Those edges are getting softer where you're ready to be liberated. You're ready. I don't even want to say forgiveness. I want to say like this, you're going to be in this space of pure love and understanding of why that came to be, how that created something so powerful for you in your mission here on this planet, that you're going to share in really new, profound ways from this elevated and evolved energy, that you're ready to go there now. Okay, so I'm using just my Earth Spirit cards today because this feels like a soft energy. It feels like I said, a phoning it in, like coming in, being still, being soft, hearing the messages with your whole sensory system. Get out of the mind chatter, get out of the supposed to, get out of like the production, and trust that that's going to only be so much bigger and more expansive when you do this work, when you fully give yourself to this work right now. So we've got, this is coming up a lot right now, prophetic dreams. So what is happening in your dreams? I mean, my dreams are off the hook. Remember, we've got Neptune and Pisces in retrograde. And so we're getting a lot of messages in that consciousness connection when our pineal gland is strong and active and our melatonin is high. Let yourself go to sleep early. Give yourself that kind of soul care where you have that balance and groundedness from our deep cosmic, it's like, I don't want to say connection, it's like cosmic regeneration. And you're getting the messages that you need in that space of stillness and that space of rest. That's why it's called the rest and regenerate system. When we activate our parasympathetic nervous system, right? When we get out of the resistance, the stress, and the tension. So really pay attention. A dream journal is so fantastic to have right now. You're going to have beautiful epiphanies, you know, especially continuing on with the Uranus and Taurus as well, with all of those epiphanies coming through. So we've got the next piece is Sight of Owl. This has come up a lot during this retrograde period as well. And so the challenge is you're not looking everywhere. You're only looking from where you've known, from what's comfortable. So let yourself be really available for anything and everything. Let yourself be available for the new enlightenments and epiphanies that come in. Let yourself have let yourself have soft yet sharp eyes. And I feel like that's an owl, right? So they have like beautiful, clear vision through the night, through the darkness. So let yourself be spiral in this growth period that you're in. Let yourself be available for messages coming through the shadow, through the wounds and triggers, through what might be happening as you're feeling defensiveness or as you're feeling that that pull to exert your power over. Let yourself get new messages from those spaces. That's where I'm saying always, right now especially, take a beat no matter what. Make that your intentional practice. Take a beat. Look all the way around. Look everywhere. Quit looking at only what's coming. Quit looking at just where you're going. Let yourself be in this reversal almost, and with the pause, and let yourself actually check it all out. What's there? Be curious. be open and be available to like bring it in. Look for the messages all around. And if you're only focused on your to-do list for the day, you're not seeing all the messages the guides are like placing in your path in all these other spaces as you're moving through your day. So I think the message here is definitely like take a beat and let yourself get intentional in your focus with the space of unfocus. Like that's what I want to say. It's like let yourself be really available for the day to go in any other direction than what you had planned. Okay, so the action card is sacrifice. And this card can have many meanings. So really feel into what I'm sharing and take what resonates for you. And I love this card because it always brings us back into our heart. That heart space, heart activation, and heart center. I just released a new advanced heart activation meditation. So I can put it in the links below and you can check that out if you're feeling like you'd love some guidance into creating more light in your heart. If you're having a hard time finding that love frequency as you're navigating so many energies and shifts right now, I mean, everything is amplified. We are only going to continue to amplify as we become more and more galactically connected, as we are the intergalactic beings that make up the entire universe, not just our world, which used to be all that we knew was our world, right? And so much is opening up to us as we're continuing to excavate and navigate the wounds and triggers that came from that limitation that we had been in. So always bringing yourself back into your heart. Listen to your heartbeat. Feel your heartbeat. Feel that life force move through your body and connect you with all of the energy that's all around you. And where are you sacrificing yourself? This really is a message of ending that self-sacrifice, and that typically comes with like what we're trying to produce, how we're trying to move forward, and what we're overextending ourselves with that is creating more of the stress and the tension and the dis-ease in our life and the more efforting. And so really your action is to bring that up. Look at those areas and allow yourself to let them go. Let them free. Liberate yourself from them. And that can be, you know, that sacrificial place is so ingrained in us that it's normalized, and we almost don't even realize that we're doing it. But yet we're accumulating more of the triggers and wounds and resentments in our life from it. So now is the time to break that cycle in really gentle ways. And when you come back into your heart and know what's true for you and what fuels your light, that gives you the power and the space to, it's not even create boundaries anymore. It's actually just to like move yourself towards the light, move yourself towards the stream of consciousness, and the rest falls away. We don't have to be in this like, I'm right, you're wrong, I'm kicking, you know, like you're out of my life forever. There's no forever. Like when we allow ourselves and everyone else and everything else in the world to be in fluidity and in buoyancy and to shift and change and adapt, we're not finite. Finite is a BS idea that has really created big limitations for us. So get into that infinite space, not only for yourself, but for everyone else, and trust that wherever you need to go with your focus right now will ultimately elevate the experience of whatever is falling away as well. I hope that felt really important. So I hope you really, really felt into that message right there. And the outcome is rise. A lot of fire cards coming up too. You know, we're on our way to the full moon in Aries. And I feel like that's going to be this like expression of what we're doing now in the internal balancing, the internal gratification, the internal power that we're finding in ourselves by liberating the experiences that are coming up in this retrograde period. And we are going to rise like the phoenix that we are, in the full light that we are, and that will only create more opportunity for everyone around us to rise as well. And so it ultimately becomes a part of the collective. But right now, it's really about the personal journey. These retrograde planets have just really created this space for us. So let go of the resistance of being outward in the collective. Let yourself be inward to explore what comes up in the stillness, and trust that you are going to rise in ways that you have never even imagined, because that's how life is for us now. Life is quantum. It's energetic. It's frequency. It's magnetization. It's no longer hustle, grind, push, make. Right? It's more allow, ease, create. That feels complete, and I hope that these messages have been super supportive for you today. I know they have for me. This is a big time, y'all. It's never gonna get it's never gonna get less expansive. We're only going to continue to expand. And I honor you so much for doing the deep soul excavating work, for letting yourself really drop into these retrograde excavations, for your personal evolution, and for your birthright of living in your majesty, your ease, and your joy in this world, and for truly sharing the innate medicine that you came here to thrive in and to heal our, I want to say universe, but our planet, our humanity with as well. So do make sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you're alerted whenever I drop these videos. I typically move with the energy and when I'm called to share them. Let us know in the comments how you are navigating these big times and prepping yourself for the eclipse season that is on its way. We have a big ending to this year of 2022, and you are all such an important part of this container of this new earth revolution, evolution, and rebirth. Until next time, y'all, don't forget to keep looking up.